Arabesque by Burgmüller. We're going to look at circle C, which is bars 11, 12, 13, and 14. We'll do hands separate, right hand to begin with. Fifth finger up on the E, then 2B, 3C, 1A. 5 on the E, 2B, 3 on the C, 1 on the A. The rhythm is 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Let's look at what the left hand does with the semiquavers. I like to say watermelon apple, watermelon apple, watermelon apple, watermelon apple. So the 3 starts on the G sharp, 3 stepping up and down, and that third finger is now staccato for the quaver. Move the hand up so the 5 is on the A steps up to E, A steps up to E, and the E is staccato. We do that pattern again. Watermelon apple, watermelon apple, watermelon apple, watermelon apple. Let's put those hands together for circle C. I count and we play. You ready? Watermelon apple, 1 and ready, go. Watermelon apple, watermelon apple, watermelon apple, watermelon apple. Let's do it again a little bit quicker. Watermelon apple, 1 and ready, go. Watermelon apple, watermelon apple, watermelon apple, watermelon apple. One more time, a little bit quicker. Watermelon apple, watermelon apple, 1 and ready, go. Now let's take a look at circle D. We'll look at the connection between C and D in a moment. Let's start right on circle D. Right hand is going to reach up for that A octave at the top. So we have 5 on the A, then 2 on the E. This is where it gets a little tricky at the top of the second page. Bar 16, 3 on the F, step to E, 1 is on the D, cross the 3 over for the C, step down to the B, step down to the A, cross 2 over for the G sharp and hold it, and then reach 5 slightly up for the E. Let's do that fingering technique again. 5 up on the high A, starting in bar number 15 at the bottom of the first page. 5 on the A, 2 on the E, step to F, step to E, step down to the D, cross 3 over, step down, cross 2 over for the G sharp, hold on to it, 5 reaches for the E. Now let's take a look at the left hand at circle D, which is bar 15 at the bottom of the first page. Just like we did the pattern in the left hand for circle C, the third finger starts on the C sharp. C sharp stepping up and down, then shift the hand up so that the 5 goes on the D. Now we're in treble clef, stepping up. So your left hand is above middle C. Here's my middle C. Left hand is higher than middle C. Let's look at that again. In the bottom of the first page, you're still in bass clef. How do you know that you've changed to treble clef? 2 ways. Let's look at that music. There's a tiny little treble clef right there at the end of that bar that shows you we are now changing left hand to read treble clef just like the right hand is reading treble clef. So let's make sure that we shift up just like we did for the left hand in circle C when we did this, and we shift up. Now in circle D, we do the same thing. C sharp, shift up for the D. This is where the tricky fingering is though. So look what we do here. We step to G, the thumb comes under for the F, step down again. Here's 3 on the D. Now we have 2 squeezes to D sharp, 1 squeezes to E, and everybody shifts down a little bit, stepping all the way down so that when we come to circle E, we are back in bass clef, but it's a familiar chord from circle A. So let's look at that circle D one more time. 3 is on the C sharp. So we're at the bottom of the first page in bar number 15, 3 on the C sharp. C sharp stepping up and down. 3 is still C sharp. Shift your hand up so 5's on the D, stepping up to the A, step down to G, cross the thumb under for the F, step down to E, step down to D, squeeze 2 to D sharp, 1 is on the E, step down to D, step down to C, step down to B, and here we are back home on that A minor chord. Let's see what happens when we do the left hand in good time. Again, it's still watermelon apples. So let's watch what happens. I say, watermelon apple, 1, and ready, go. Watermelon apple, watermelon apple, 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 chord and chord and chord. So that brings us into circle E. Because remember, if we're doing semi-quaver, quaver, then we've got a crotchet, crotchet. So we have to make sure that we keep that steady beat. Circle D, one more time, left hand, semi-quavers. Ready? Here we go. Semi-quaver, quaver, semi-quaver, quaver, cross, quaver, quave, squeeze, squeeze, and quaver, crotchet, crotchet. Okay, let's see what we can do about putting the hands together for circle D. Left hand 3 on the C sharp. We are not going to worry about the rhythm. We're going to just take a look at what comes next for this because it's very complicated. So I'll go very, very slow. Circle D, left hand 3 starts on the C sharp, right hand 5 starts on the A. There's a magic circle. Left hand has the semiquavers. Coming back to the C sharp, which is staccato. Then the right hand, 2 on the E. At that point, the left hand's going to shift up. We've got a magic circle. Hold on to that right while the left hand's stepping up. And now we've got both hands playing 2s. Left hand crosses 1 under, so both hands are playing 1s. Right hand crosses over 3 to the C. Both hands step. Left hand squeezes 2 to the D sharp. Right hand crosses 2 over to the G sharp at the same time that thumb plays E. Left hand step D natural. Both hands magic circle. Right hand's up on the E, left hand's middle C. We are very much going to do that again. Okay, so let's take a look at circle D one more time, very, very slowly. I'll walk through it. So we have left hand 3 on the middle C sharp, right hand 5 up on the high A. Magic circle, left hand stepping up and back. All by itself while the right hand's holding. Then the right hand has E by itself while the left hand shifts up to the D. Magic circle, left hand has 5 notes stepping all the way up. Now here comes our connector. 2s come together, cross the left hand under, cross the right hand over, step down both hands, squeeze left, step down right. Now the right hand crosses over for the 2 sharp, left hand squeezes 1 to the E, hold that right while the left hand steps, stretch up right hand, left hand's just stepping. got our chord, with the 1 on the A. So let's take a look at that from bar 16 at the top of the page. Your left hand has already come up into treble clef. These 3 bars right here, so that would be bars 16, 17, and 18 at the top of the second page. So we have 5 here, D in the left, right hand 3 on the F. We've got a magic circle, left hand stepping. Both hands step down in parallel motion. Cross the left hand under, thumbs come together, still parallel motion, right hand crosses. Both hands still stepping down. Now we start to become contrary motion towards each other, and 1 more towards each other. Now we're going back apart, still contrary motion, but in opposite directions. One more time, bars 16, 17, and 18 in super slow motion. Magic circle, parallel motion, step down both hands, cross right, step down both hands, squeeze left, go towards the right, cross right, go towards the left, stretch the right hand up, and then magic circle, and then it'll do the semi-quavers. And that's familiar to us from circle A. Let's do it very slow motion in good time now, bars 16, 17, and 18. So we're going to go semi-quaver, apple, watermelon, ready, go. Watermelon, apple, 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 semi-quaver, apple. Let's do that one more time in good time, bars 16, 17, and 18. Semi-quaver, apple, 1 and ready, go. Semi-quaver, apple, cross, up, cross, up, squeeze, cross, and stretch, and semi-quaver, apple. Let's take it from circle D at the bottom of the first page. You need the 3rd finger on middle C sharp, right hand's up here on the A. We're going to go semi-quaver, apple, 1 and ready, go. Semi-quaver, apple, semi-quaver, apple, cross, up, cross, pull, up, squeeze, pull, cross, apple, and stretch, and semi-quaver, apple. Let's do circle D again. Left hand 3 on middle C sharp, right hand 5 up on the high A. Watermelon, apple, 1 and ready, go. Watermelon, apple, watermelon, apple, 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 watermelon, apple. Let's take it again a little bit quicker this time at circle D. We're going to go watermelon, apple, 1 and ready, go. Watermelon, apple, watermelon, apple, 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 let's do circle D into circle E so you can hear the connection. Watermelon, apple. 1, 2, ready, go. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. Apple, 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 apple. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. Now let's take it from circle C and see if we can do C, D, and a little bit of E so we can make all those connections. Watermelon, apple. 1, 2, ready, go. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. Apple, 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 apple. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. Okay, so let's take a look at the connection from circle C into circle D. So I've got my hands in position in that A position. So we're looking at bar 14 going into bar 15, the last 2 bars at the bottom of the first page. So we have this watermelon, apple. At this point, right hand's got to reach the octave. Left hand is already where it needs to be, just got to be 3 on C sharp instead of C natural. And that's the connection. That's the only thing you have to do is reach that octave in the right hand. So let's take a look at that again. Bar 14 into bar 15. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. And then we've got that whole thing at bars 16, 17, and 18. Let's do that connection one more time, 14 to 15. So the bar before circle D and the bar at circle D. So you have left hand 5 on A, right hand 3 on C. Ready, here we go. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. Apple, 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 apple. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. One more time, a little quicker. So bars 14, keep going until bar 20. So we have right hand 3 on the C, left hand 5 on the A. Watermelon, apple. 1, 2, ready, go. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. Apple, 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 apple. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. Good job with that. Let's try that one more time. Bar 14 and keep going. Watermelon, apple. 1, 2, ready, go. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. Apple, 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 apple. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. Now let's go back to circle C, exactly the same speed. So we're going to do C, D, and a little bit of E. Watermelon, apple. 1, 2, ready, go. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. Watermelon, apple. watermelon, apple, 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 watermelon, apple, watermelon, apple, watermelon, apple, and so on and so forth. Really good. Circle C a little bit quicker. Watermelon, apple. 1, 2, ready, go. Watermelon, apple, watermelon, apple, watermelon, apple, watermelon, apple, watermelon, apple, watermelon, apple, 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 watermelon, apple, watermelon, apple, watermelon, apple, watermelon, apple. And that's where we'll stop. Well done with this today.